Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. We continue following new details in October's Bibb County jail escape. Last night we told you Sheriff David Davis fired a deputy for not following protocol, and he says that led to the jailbreak. Anthony Montalto spoke with the sheriff today and joins us live at the jail. Anthony, what else did he tell you?
That's right, Lori. Davis told me he fired Deputy Travaris Freeman for a few reasons, but there was one major error that he says led to 4 people escaping.
It was not something I wanted to hear about.
Especially not on the first day of a new job. Just hours before Major Chris Patterson was set to take over as the new jail administrator, this happened.
We're still looking at those factors that contributed to the escape.
With 7 deputies on shift, 4 inmates broke out. Deputy Travaris Freeman was the only deputy in the jail's West Wing overseeing the A and B cell blocks.
He did not do a thorough block check and did not go through and do as he said he did.
Davis says an internal affairs report shows Freeman heard what sounded like chiseling. He reported it to his supervisor, but never went to check it out.
He didn't do a single one in that block that night or at all.
That's right. Particularly not during the time in question, whenever there was any type of indication of noise.
Davis says Freeman could have called for backup from other jailers or patrol deputies if he didn't feel safe.
All of that could have happened if you just went down there and looked.
The staffing log shows other deputies patrolling cell blocks were also alone, and according to reports from each night shift between September 20th and October 16th, that was the case at least 5 times, including October 1st, another shift that only had 7 jailers.
On those other nights, there were cell doors that were still not locked. There were cameras that still weren't working. They were still short. It was just all of those factors, but then that extra one factor.
Now, Davis says they're still investigating and haven't quite finished that internal affairs report yet, but he says they did have enough to fire Freeman. Now, Major Patterson told me hiring more jailers is one of his top priorities while overseeing the jail. His goal, get back to optimal staffing levels, about 30 deputies per shift. Live in Macon, Anthony Montalto, 13 WMAZ News.
Thank you, Anthony. That's not all Major Patterson has done to make the jail safer. He says there's now a lieutenant on each shift to provide proper leadership, and they're working on entertainment options for inmates to keep them in line. Major Patterson says so far it's been successful.
If they have games and playing cards, things like that, there's less times that they have to think of mischief.
Today's other top